Taurus, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy, and I'm just going to point out there is somebody here. This person's been with me for probably about a half an hour now as I've been getting ready for this reading. So we'll see if the person is specific to you or what all this person has to say, but there is definitely somebody here really looking over my shoulder. What else do you need to know? And your potential outcome? So here, bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups indicates that your heart is in the right space. You're ready for this brand new beginning, whatever it is that's trying to unfold for you. You're emotionally ready for this new beginning. Four of Pentacles, you are very grounded. You're very much in your own kind of self-confidence. But there's something very turbulent about this new beginning. And I'll kind of get to that here in a minute. So Seven of Cups, there's a lot of options sitting in front of you. This is kind of your current energy, and what's influencing it is the Hanged Man. And so what you're trying to understand here is emotionally you're ready for this new beginning, but what you're seeing unfold in front of you, it's like if you're on the ground, you're seeing all these options, you're not really sure which one to take, versus kind of being up in the sky from that really high view. Now taking a look at the entire situation, trying to understand what is your best path forward. What here is going to make you the happiest? Which one is going to be the most emotionally fulfilling? Because that's really what you're aiming for right now. From what you need to focus on, we have the Strength card showing up here. And so the Strength card is going to become important when I talk about what your strength here actually is. And so looking here, past position, Page of Swords. This feels a lot like you were releasing something here, probably connected to the eclipse. This eclipse has definitely been a very powerful, a very turbulent type of energy. I don't know about you, but it has definitely been turbulent in my life. So this feels a lot like something here was removed. But it wasn't just that it was removed. There was something that you knew that this needed to be removed. There was some sort of maybe communication involved in the removal of this from your life. I'll see what additional details I get when I clarify. Strength card, Lovers, here is showing up, and there's something here about this. This almost feels frightening to you. So your Strength card is putting yourself out there emotionally, but this does require some sort of inner strength. There's something here that this is some sort of adjustment that you're making to yourself. You are going through some sort of transformation right now, connected to how you are in relationships with other people versus any kind of relationship you have with yourself, like the way you talk to yourself, things like that. That's definitely a part of this too. So if you have been in a lot of negative self-talk, you're flipping it. You're trying to be more positive in the way that you look at yourself and the way that you speak to yourself. But there's also something about that requiring strength too when you kind of make yourself open and available to somebody else. We do have the Tower showing up in your near future. So there is more change coming. This is definitely an energy that is going to be around for a little while. April is definitely one of those turbulent months. We have a lot going on from an astrology standpoint, so this doesn't surprise me at all. And when I look at how the universe is shaping the situation here, so I am getting the Three of Wands with the Seven of Wands. So a lot of action, a lot of movement has been taking place. There is this journey that you've been on, and there's this kind of spiritual path as well with that Seven of Wands energy. This is coming across as like you're really protecting yourself. You're really trying to make sure that you're meeting your own needs is what I'm getting with that energy. Hopes or fears, Two of Cups. So this is, again, that emotional fulfillment that you're going towards, because we have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Two of Cups makes sense to see from that emotional, this is what I want. I want somebody who's going to reciprocate. I want somebody who's as emotionally open as me, somebody who wants the same things as me. Nine of Swords is showing up in your potential outcome. So this is part of this transformation. This is a fear. Maybe some sort of anxiety, sleepless nights. There's something about opening yourself up to another person in a really meaningful way that just seems to scare you on some really fundamental level. I think that's part of what's been coming to the surface for you, is that you're starting to understand what you do and the way that you kind of enter into relationships with other people and what that impact really has on both you and that connection. Because are you really getting what you need out of these connections? Maybe not, because it seems like your actions and your goals from the relationship, all these different connections, they're not aligned. And so you're not responding in a way that actually helps you get what you want out of the situation. You're responding in a way that is very closed off, very protective, and not open, or maybe not fully open to somebody else. And so therefore, you're never going to have that type of relationship you're looking for, because this type of a relationship requires you to be fully open. That's where the strength is coming into play here. Let's see what additional details we get. So with the Seven of Cups and the Hanged Man, I'm getting the King of Cups. A lot of self-care, a lot of prioritizing your emotional well-being right now. And so when you're taking that 30,000 foot view and you're trying to understand what is going to be your best path forward, really keep in mind, what kind of emotional fulfillment are you looking for? What is going to, I'm getting a lot of your heart at peace, whatever is going to calm you and kind of ground you. With the Strength card, I am getting the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is out here twice. And so there's a lot of patience required when it comes to just how you're navigating this whole new beginning that's unfolding for you. Be patient with yourself for sure. Don't get into that negative self-talk. There's no reason for it. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Six of Swords. Yeah, this is something that you were releasing, something that you were moving away from, and you were putting something behind you so that you could move towards something better. And again, might have been some communication around it, definitely a lot of intellect. So this was a thoughtful type of movement here. You weren't just acting in the moment, going with the flow type of energy. This was intentional on your part. You really had thought things through and recognized that it wasn't right for you. Okay, with the Lovers, Ten of Pentacles. This is a very high level energy here. And so your strength is, I mean, essentially it's the Hierophant energy, which is your card. So it's the Lovers with the Ten of Pentacles. This is long-term emotional fulfillment with another person that's very grounded, very stable, a lot of nurturing taking place here, soulmate type of energy. And so knowing that this is your ultimate goal here, really keep that in mind when you have these interactions with other people, as you meet other people and you go into these relationships. If this is your ultimate goal, watch how you respond, because that is definitely coming through here. With the Tower, I'm getting the Ace of Cups. Yeah. There's something that's going to be changing here in the way that you approach relationships and the way that you put yourself out there to meet other people. It does feel like you are getting to a place where you know that you need to really open yourself up emotionally in order to have that connection that you want. With the Three of Wands, I'm getting the Hierophant. So not surprised that your card is coming out here, because this has been a personal journey for you. You're really aiming to have what it is that you want here, which is some sort of long-term emotional fulfillment, something that's very stable, very grounded. Seven of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. This is happening exactly when it's supposed to. Wheel of Fortune is a timing card. It is Jupiter energy. And so this is... So on the 20th, we do have a Jupiter and Uranus in a square. And so that is the Tower. That is Wheel of Fortune coming up here. So there is going to be more changes taking place here. This feels like it's connected to that, which is only in a few days. It's not that far off. And so the energy has been, or will be, it's already building. So it builds up until that point, but then of course afterwards it starts to dissipate in severity as far as that energy is concerned. But this is definitely going to impact you more. You're going to, now that you're starting to recognize how you respond in these situations, there's some sort of relief that's going to come from that. There's some sort of knowing and additional release that needs to take place here. With the Two of Cups, strength. Not surprised to see that there, because what you want, in order to have what you want, you need that strength, and you want that strength. You want to go after what you want. I mean, nobody sets these goals and says, I don't want to achieve them. You set these goals for yourself. You have these dreams because you want to attain them. And so that does require strength. with the Nine of Swords, the World. So all of that fear, all of that anxiety, that 9 is an end of a cycle. And so the World showing me that you are going to come to the end of just being afraid to be open and available to another person. I'm going to get additional guidance cards here for you. And apparently these are going to be it. The transformation that's taking place is going to have a lot of success, but this is also about that full moon in Scorpio that we're going to have towards the end of the month. And so that is more transformation that's taking place because it's actually the moon in Scorpio. And so that is an emotional transformation. So again, a lot of success around this, Taurus. So don't be afraid of the unknown. Everything that's kind of all this white noise that's being shaken free right now, all of this debris that exists on your path is being removed for a reason. So this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.